Have you ever heard the saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know? In today's business world, that really couldn't be more true. Networking is the backbone of successful leadership because it's not just about managing your internal team. It's actually about how well you can manage the relationships around you with your clients, your partners, your peers, your community, and your team. Hi, I'm Angie Dobransky, your partner for Radical Success. And today we're diving into how you can become a better leader by building and maintaining powerful relationships through networking. This is tip 2 in our leadership series. By the end of this video, I'll share 4 key strategies to help you build meaningful connections and leverage them for long-term success. So stick around until the end. Networking is one of the most critical leadership skills because it helps expand our influence, open up new opportunities, and create long-term success. It's something I wish I had understood earlier in my career. When I was younger, I didn't fully grasp the power of networking, and I scoffed at opportunities to build connections. But once I started working, I realized how important it was. For many years after college, I never had to actively look for a job. Opportunities came to me through the network I had built. For example, I ended up at Liz Claiborne because someone I had worked with at Monet called me when an opportunity opened up. Relationships build trust, and they help us grow as leaders by giving us access to resources and knowledge we wouldn't have otherwise. So let's break networking down into 3 essential elements. Building connections. Networking isn't something that just happens to us. We have to actively seek out and establish relationships. And I'm not talking about collecting business cards. I mean building meaningful connections. Maintaining relationships. Meeting someone and shaking hands doesn't automatically create a relationship or a connection. Successful leaders nurture and maintain relationships over time. And leveraging your network. As you build and maintain these connections, you'll eventually be able to turn your network for advice, referrals, and support. And this is when your leadership reaches the next level. Early on, when I started my coaching business, I didn't have much of a local network. I had spent years working remotely for Liz Claiborne, living in the DC area, but working for a company in New York. I realized that I needed to get out there and meet people. And so I started showing up and building relationships. And those connections have paid off time and time again. Networking isn't just about immediate gains, it's about long-term growth. I have learned so much through conversations with people in my network. For example, I was struggling with age-related vision loss when, speaking on stage. And it was a real problem. And it wasn't until a friend mentioned multifocal contact lenses that I found the solution to my problem. I didn't even know a solution existed. And that is the power of networking. So here are 4 strategies for becoming an effective networker. Number 1, be intentional. Don't network just for the sake of it. Focus on building relationships with people who are aligned with your goals. It's quality over quantity. Number 2, follow up. A meaningful conversation is just the beginning. Follow up with people after meetings or events to keep the connection alive. Be the one to make the first call. Number 3, provide value. Networking is a two-way street. Look for ways to help your connections, whether it's through advice, introductions, or support. And number 4, stay consistent. Keep in touch with your network even when you don't need anything or have anything to offer. Nurture those relationships over time, and when opportunities arise, your network will be there for you. Many people are afraid of reaching out, especially when they don't know someone well. But the truth is, it's not as intimidating as it seems. Just start talking to people and you'll naturally connect with those who align with your goals and values. And the other big challenge is maintaining relationships long term. And the secret to that, schedule regular check-ins with people in your network. It doesn't have to be frequent, but make sure you're staying in regular touch. Now, I want you to evaluate your current network. Are you actively building and maintaining relationships with clients, partners, peers, and friends? And if not, now is the time to start. This week, reach out to 3 people in your network, whether it's a client you haven't spoken to in a while, a colleague you admire, or a new connection you'd really like to cultivate. Just say hi and see what happens. So this is the second video in my 10-part leadership series. Remember, successful leaders know that relationships are at the heart of any business. Start building meaningful connections today, and you'll see the impact it has on your success. I'm Angie Dobransky. Thanks so much for listening, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Remember to like and subscribe so you and others will find our videos.